Hey everybody, we're back with more Ninja Gaiden 2. So we finished last time, beating that really irritating chrome electric worm thing. Which, you know, was so much fun. Let me see any of this. This should all be fine. What's Ninja Cinema? Probably shouldn't mess with that after I'm used to it now. I think I mentioned this last time, but I'm still really surprised that a game made for HD systems gives you the option of playing in 4x3. That's really surprising to me. I don't think I've played any other game on Xbox or PS3 that gives you that option. Well, let's get going. Chapter 4, Captive Goddess. Alexei has transformed the Statue of Liberty into his own twisted base of operations. It is the source of the supernatural forces that twine through the city streets. As if laughing at the concept of liberty, peals of thunder roar, harbingers of the threat facing civilization. The statue must be reclaimed or humanity will suffer. After making his way to Liberty Island, Ryu's steely gaze now falls upon the greater fiend Alexei.
Behold, the true world has begun to stir from its prolonged torpor.
What is with you people and shirts?
We have endured imprisonment, a long era of silence, trapped in eternal slumber.
Alexei.
Yet, even the deepest slumber can be disrupted by a single strike of lightning.
Oh, I was taking the subway tunnels to get to the Statue of Liberty. Are there subway tunnels that go to the Statue of Liberty? I mean, I'll confess, I don't really know New York's subway system that well. Alright, let's go. His sword. See, somebody's posted in chat. I'll be with you in a moment. There we go. This is set before Teak. The official timeline goes Ninja Gaiden, the modern Ninja Gaiden trilogy, the Dead or Alive series, and then the classic Ninja Gaiden trilogy. How are you doing, Teak? Get off me, you bastard. Come on! Oh, these guys are sneaky. Going down. risk it. Ah, I know how that feel. I feel that way about life most days, honestly. I don't like to do it, I don't feel like doing it, but I really need to do it. That should be good. Are you guys stuck? Mix things up a little, shall we? Really hoping there was still some essence left around for that. God damn. These guys will take a little more punishment than I was expecting. How did Castlevania go for you last night, Teak, after I left? Let's go with the Luna staff for a little bit. Anything over here? Oh, there is. Remaining bosses and sub-bosses. So you were in the garden when I left, which means that would have been Medusa. God, what's the 5th boss? Oh, hello. Golem. I remember the golem. The main ones I remember, Joachim, Succubus, and Medusa. But that might be because they all have cutscenes preceding and following them. Okay, you know what? You've got to fucking die. Thank you. Alright. There it is, it's on the ground. Get off. Well, the main reason, I think, for that is that you can end up taking them on in pretty much any order. I think I took on, when I did it last year, I think I did Joaquin. This guy is in the floor. I think I took on Joaquin after Medusa. That was not a pleasant fight. It's surprising how little of the game there is left after that. Chances are you'll beat it and start Legends next time. Depending on how much trouble the final boss gives you. It's one of the few Castlevanias that doesn't turn around and actually reveal that it's got a whole second half to give you. If anything, the 5 areas are 2/3, maybe 3/4 of the game. Come on. No, you're actually pretty near the end. Like I say, it's one of the surprising things. You expect the game to be like, no, that can't be all of it. But then it is pretty much all of it. There's an optional boss you can do if you can find the way to it, which is actually the hardest boss in the game. But beyond that, there's not really much left of the game at all. Fucking grab attacks are getting excessive. And this dick. Yeah, most other Castlevanias turn around and offer you a bad ending and the way to the good ending that involves way more of the game. And Lament of Innocence doesn't really do that. Which, like I say, feels kind of surprising. Especially in comparison with all the others. Yeah, be a good idea to prepare to start Legends next time. You might have some trouble with the end of it, and you might decide to end it a little earlier. But you are likely to finish Lament of Innocence next time. I don't think Legends is super long, but I've not really done it that much. The adventure is 4 stages. They're fairly long and difficult, but it's 4 stages. Belmont's Revenge is 7, maybe, I think. I forget how many stages Dracula's Castle is. But Legends 5 maybe? I don't remember. And then of course you've got Dracula's Curse, which can be longer or shorter depending on what you do. And then the rain turns on. And then the rain turns off. Oh, what a clear night. Oh, no, there's the rain. Legends? I don't think Legends is too bullshit. Ah, shit. Legends was a Castlevania game made late in the Game Boy's lifespan. Gameplay wasn't as bullshit as it had been previously. There's a lot of time actually between Legends and Belmont's Revenge. So I don't think Legends is too bullshit. When you get to Dracula's Curse will make you swear. Fucking goddamn dogs! Yeah, Dracula's Curse will make you swear. Dracula's Curse is a lot of bullshit. It's also undeniably the best of the NES trilogy. Why have a map? Getting sick of these things just grabbing me out of nowhere. Yeah, Legends... No, Dracula's Curse, like I say, bullshit, but it's the best of the NES trilogy as well. And I hope you enjoy it. There's a crystal skull up there. We're doing the wall run again? There we go. save point there. But this, I think this looked like it was going to go a little further. Let's see what's over here. Alright. Alright. Anyway. Does this work? Alright, let's go. I have to remember I have that. Let me see what's going on here. Awesome. He is still going. Yeah, I don't know. The classic Castlevanias can be a lot of bullshit. They can also feel super rewarding, but they're also pretty cheap. So, the tolerance you have for that kind of thing is really going to be put to the test. Awesome, let's use these. That's not fucking helpful. The guy was already missing an arm. Right. I don't like how their projectiles are flying through the scenery. Feel that's kind of bullshit. Alright. Thank you. Alright. What do we got? What do we got? Is there a bridge that leads out to Liberty Island? I don't know New York. Everything I know about New York's geography is what I learned from video games. Where am I? This place doesn't look familiar. Is this where that Muramasa statue was? Yeah, it is. Nice. Oh. Grab one of these. One of these. Alright, let's go. You motherfuckers. How dare you wait for me to go and see my good friend Muramasa? What's that? You probably got some more items? Or possibly upgraded your weapons? Oh well, you know, you're gonna have to punish you for that, boys. Get off me, you son of a bitch. I love it when enemies attack me from off screen. It's just, you know, the pinnacle of design. This is gonna get worse, I can feel it. There it is. That didn't seem well. Okay. How's everybody in the audience doing? You guys all okay? You good? We blurry? Not blurry. I need to turn this a little bit. Maybe I need to edit where the actual boundaries of this are. No, it is actually pretty even. Maybe something to mess with later. Alright. Oh, that guy has arrows. That means there's going to be something that needs arrows to do. That's never fun. What do we got? Okay, so that's the city. That's probably progress. Let's take a look over here. Right. So much for this not being progress. Okay, didn't work. You know, that felt like a lot of damage. I feel like I'm barely holding on in this game at the best of times. Every time I try and dodge, I'm just not doing it fast enough. Of course, the good news is, though, we can go and check what was on the... No, we can't. Yeah, we can go and check what's in the other direction. No. No, you can't. Move. So that definitely went better the second time. Please tell me that helicopter's here to help.
Grab on! Hurry!
Oh, cool. I really didn't want to have to fight a helicopter again. That was terrible in the first game.
How is it out there?
Fiends are everywhere.
The Statue of Liberty. That's the source of all this. There's a powerful fiend there. Be careful.
Ninja. Motherfuckers. Okay, yep, might be a bit much. Thank you. Okay, you know what? When I go to do the instant kill attack because someone's lost a limb, I'd appreciate if you did the instant kill attack because somebody's lost a limb. The camera really just can't keep up in this kind of situation. Kind of awkward. Okay, really? that it? Are we all good? This game is way too into throwing enemies at you that will attack you off screen. Well, the good news is, since this isn't Sigma 2, I know the Statue of Liberty isn't going to come to life and fight us. Is that something that happened in Sigma 2? But not in the original, from what I'm aware. Thank you. Oh, another test. I don't want to do that. Amazing how the camera was able to be a problem in 3 distinctive ways in the space of like 4 seconds. You know, this kind of setting actually really does remind me of Onimusha. Onimusha 3 when you're climbing up to the Arc de Triomphe. You know, it's kind of bullshit that those projectile attacks will pass through everything except me. Okay, just another couple thousand to go. One thing that really can be said for the combat in this when it's not hitting you with bullshit like attacks from off screen or enemy grabs that basically aren't telegraphed. Like, the combat is actually really exhilarating and fun. Arguably more so than Devil May Cry. It was nice of the game not to pause there until after I'd finished doing that combo, even though I pressed the pause button before the end of it. I think she knows. Okay. Back into the fray. Yeah. Shit. Hey, Michael Jason. Welcome to the stream, buddy. The Master Collection, you say? Our Sonic announcements. Pretty cool stuff. This is the original Ninja Gaiden 2, which will not be on the Master Collection, though. Which is kind of a shame. It's Sigma 2, and 3 Razor's Edge. And it's kind of a shame that it doesn't give you the option to have the original incarnation of 2. Which had a few different ideas and designs, and a higher enemy count. And I've done Sigma 2 before, but I've never done Original 2, which is what this playthrough is about. And let me tell you, the enemy count being higher is no joke. God, how many of these guys are there? See, that's kind of an interesting point, because going through, I did Ninja Gaiden Black a few weeks ago for the first time. I'd never done any version of the first game before, and that was interesting. Now I'm doing Original 2 when I've done Sigma 2 before. Get over here, dude. And there were definite comparisons to be made with Devil May Cry. I think ultimately Devil May Cry is probably better designed, and certainly friendlier to the player, while still being really difficult. But as I was saying a couple of minutes ago before you came in, like, when this game isn't being bullshit, the combat is really exhilarating. To a level that I don't think Devil May Cry actually reaches. Or if it does reach it, it's only during some of the really, really good boss fights. Tell me we're coming near the end. The health, thank you. Last one. Still going. Yeah, I will say, like, despite my problems with some of the design of this game, this area is effectively similar to Bloody Palace and Devil May Cry. Although a closer comparison to the concept might be secret missions, This area feels more like Bloody Palace in Devil May Cry, and I was never in a Bloody Palace. But a mode of just this, I could get into. The sheer visceral excitement of the combat is something this game really has over Devil May Cry. Over one day. One day they'll run out of fiends to throw at me. Or I'll be dead. I'm hoping one of those comes before the other. God damn it. See, that's what I mean when I talk about some of the bullshit this game has, of projectiles like that coming from off screen. I think that was the last fucking enemy. God damn it! Hey, Ninja. Welcome to the stream, XEX. I think that was the last one. It didn't look like there were any more. Damn it. How's everybody doing? So if you don't mind me asking XEXE, why can't you play Ninja Gaiden 2 again? You doing okay? I'm glad you're doing okay, Ninja. Yeah, this is the second of these, the Tests of Valor. And we learned from the first one, they are long strings of enemies. Like, way longer than you would think is reasonable. Which is crazy. I'll get back to it in a minute, because like, once I go back into it, I'm going to have to be focused again. Is Lino still alive? Oh, Lino's not online anymore. That's a shame. Lost Soul aside, that's an interesting point, Michael. It's hard to find a game I am not aware of, and I don't recognise that name, so that is interesting. Well, that's good that Dragon Age seems to be working for you now, Ninja. I asked EXE, like, why can't you play Ninja Gaiden 2 at the minute? You mean the original or just any version of it? Let me go look at this. Lost Soul aside. Right, it's not out yet. Or is it? I don't know. Ninja Gaiden is a good game to be inspired by. Fast-paced action is something very few other games really do. Ah, fair enough. Can't really do Sigma 2 Plus on Vita because the frame rate's terrible. Maybe you end up in a position where you can play it again, EXE. Yeah, just a quick Google search there just said that there was no proper details. Confirmed release date of late 2020, but it's not actually out yet, and not anything proper to talk about. Which is a shame, because the idea sounds pretty neat. Alright, let's try this again. Don't respawn. Good. Alright, let's try this again. So what's your experience with Ninja Gaiden then, Michael? You said you come here because of the Master Collection. Have you played it before, or are you're looking forward to playing it for the first time with the Master Collection? One thing I hope Lost Solar Side has over Ninja Gaiden will definitely be the camera. Well, there goes all that health I just restored, thank you. This one's gonna go worse than the last time, I can feel it. That's fair enough. I remember the hype for Ninja Gaiden back in the day, and I had the original on original Xbox, but I never got past the second stage. The two horsemen on the bridge always gave me trouble, and I could never get past it. It wasn't until playing Sigma years later that I got past that. Even then, I didn't finish Sigma. Like I say, I only finished Ninja Gaiden 1 in any form a couple of weeks ago with Ninja Gaiden Black. I think I had an Xbox, or I don't think it was after an Xbox. I wish there was something I could do about that. I don't think I had an Xbox for any specific game. I think I had some good games on Xbox. KOTOR games, Jade Empire. Halo. Do I still have that Life of the Thousand Gods? I haven't played Sigma 2 Plus in a while. Yes, I do. I got it on Vita. I got it really cheap on Vita. Just the cartridge. Price that Eve wasn't on Xbox, Ninja. I got it really cheap, just the cartridge on Vita, and I enjoyed it well enough until Venice. At which point the game became unplayable. Like, the frame rate tanked so hard there. But honestly, my main concern isn't even the blood for the Master Collection. It would be... Sigma 2 reduced the enemy count and made all the enemies that are there tougher to compensate, which I think is less interesting than just having a huge number of enemies. That's fair enough. I still need to finish Parasite Eve at some point. I could have that set up for Halloween, but I want to be doing some non-RPG stuff for Halloween. Which means Kudelka is also probably going to happen at a different time. God knows I want to get Kudelka done so I can start doing Shadow Hearts. I didn't say Christmas, I said Halloween because it's horror. Yeah, the yes, but it's a horror game, Ninja. On original 360, Ninja Gaiden 2 was pretty infamous for its inconsistent frame rate. I know there's one point later on, the stairway is pretty infamous for its terrible frame rate. But the backwards compatibility on Xbox One supposedly completely fixes that, which will be really nice when we get to it. I do love going crazy with my Luna staff in a crowded area. Yeah, the frame rate is definitely why they changed it for PS3. Although there's an interesting point with the architecture, in that the Xbox 360 architecture was just better designed for multiple moving elements like that. Part of the reason why Dead Rising 1 was Xbox 360, like 360 exclusive. Presumably Capcom had come up with another solution by the time of Dead Rising 2. Let me just put that there. Put that there. From what I'm aware, the frame rate in Sigma is fairly decent. I think. Well, back when I played Sigma, don't just unpause it like that, you bastard. That's a load of health gone. The last time I played Sigma 2 was before I started to notice frame rates. So I can't really say. What you'd hope with the Master Collection basically being a remastered porting, that they would run as smooth as possible. And if they don't, then it's a failure of the remaster. And it becomes a case of why buy them. Like, Sigma 2 Plus was cool. The idea of Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 on handheld, really cool. But the performance meant it wasn't worth it, so don't buy it. And if the remaster collection ends up like that, then it'll be a case of, as cool as the idea is, don't buy it. Hope it's more than a cheap port. God knows the Switch has had enough of those. I really wish more publishers would put some of their last gen games, PS3, 360 stuff on the Switch, and actually do them well. Because the idea of having some of those games portable is really cool. I keep thinking, like, Rocksteady or it'll be Warner Brothers instead of publisher, should really just put Arkham City on Switch, and that'd be super cool. I mean, actually do a good version of it, but, you know, it'd be cool. I doubt it'll sell more than Nioh did. Nioh sold pretty well. But there's room for both, and Team Ninja could be doing both. I mean, I don't think it's going to end up as a situation like Epic had, where Fortnite ended up selling enough for Epic to justify cancelling everything else they were ever making. So, you know, there'll never be an Unreal Tournament 4 now because they'd rather put the money into Fortnite because Fortnite is making so much money. I miss Unreal Tournament. Always some dick from off screen. And again. We did it. Lino, my boy. How you doing, buddy? That was not fucking worth it. Yeah, I think part of the issue with that is Ubisoft tried to do another Prince of Persia after that with the Forgotten Sands, and I don't think it sold that well, and it also wasn't great. Tell my wife I had another wife. Ugh. I'm doing okay. Found out this entire gauntlet was absolutely worthless. Oh great, a Talisman of Rebirth, so when I die, I'll be able to come immediately back. Which would be great because, you know, having used all of my health items for that, I'm probably going to die really soon. I was hoping it'd be like some kind of permanent upgrade or something. Yeah, after Prince of Persia 2008, which I don't think sold a huge, like, super well, and Forgotten Sands, which I think had problems of its own, I'm not overly surprised Ubisoft dropped Prince of Persia. I do wish they would bring it back as well, because Prince of Persia was more interesting than Assassin's Creed. But I think the big problem with Assassin's Creed at this point is that it just keeps holding on to the Assassin's Creed thing. Like, I was doing Assassin's Creed Odyssey last year, and it was pretty good. It's an enjoyable enough game. The whole ancient Greece thing is really well done, the world is cool, and you can get past the leveling system, which has clearly just been put in there to pad the game out. It's not a bad game. And then, once they started introducing the Assassin's Creed bullshit into the main story, I lost so much interest in it. I actually stopped playing it. Like, when it became a point of, hey, Pieces of Eden, cool, and I don't care anymore. And I tried to keep caring, and I just stopped. Which was not fun. It really is. They need to... Ubisoft should just stop. I imagine Ninja Gaiden Master Collection will sell pretty well on Switch. The Vigor Mythology. The Book of Genesis. In the beginning, a great inconsistency flowed out into the nothing. Well, that was fun. Anything else in here? Yeah, I've heard thoughts that it was delayed because everybody thought it looked terrible. Yeah, I'll take those, thank you. Of course, we'll never have a proper idea of why it was delayed, because Ubisoft would never actually tell us. I fucking knew there was going to be somebody in this corridor. Well, I hope the Sands of Time remake sells well. I hope it's a decent game. I hope Ubisoft doesn't fuck it up. I'd love to see Prince of Persia come back. No. Shit. Right, everybody gather round, gather round. I still find it weird whenever there's the possibility of companies actually listening to the fans. Because we've been through so long where it's been a case of publishers like demanding, you know what, it doesn't matter what the fans think, we can do what we want and they'll keep buying shit. And then the fans don't buy the shit because it's shit. And then the publisher's like, oh, I guess nobody wants this, and then they cancel the good series. Look at EA with everything they've ever bought. So it's always weird to me when a publisher does actually possibly listen to people. Remember Command & Conquer? EA bought Westwood and got Command & Conquer out of it. And did like a couple of good games, and then turned around and said, hey Westwood, we want you to make a first-person shooter for Command & Conquer. And Westwood had never made a first-person shooter. And Command & Conquer wasn't about first-person shooters. And also the deadline was really crap. So they tried to make a first-person shooter, and it wasn't good, and nobody bought it. Because, oh, what happens when you try and turn an RTS series into an FPS? And it turns out that those RTS fans usually aren't into FPSs. Pretty much, yeah. Way too used to that. Plus, I'm too cynical to believe that these big companies have anything relating to the best interest of the property at heart. Wasn't it raining? Get off. Dingus. And one more. Honestly, probably wouldn't be that good. The open world focus has really been a problem for a lot of stuff, and Ubisoft is definitely guilty of that. Pushing everything they make to be open world, even when it's not a good idea. I think the best example is probably Mirror's Edge, which isn't a Ubisoft game. But Mirror's Edge was an enjoyable enough game. It had some problems, rough around the edges, could have done with more polish. And so when Mirror's Edge was getting a sequel, like Mirror's Edge Catalyst was coming out, it was like, great! Now they can like take on board what they've learned from the original and improve it and really work at it. And it was an open world game. And it ended up being incredibly fucking boring because of that. The constant travel between missions in a really boring world. The best bits of it were the one-off instances. That you never go back to, that were designed to be played in specific ways. And I think that's something that a lot of people really forget with open world games. Is once you make something open world, it necessitates world travel, which is usually the pace killer, and draws the game out, makes it way longer than it should be, makes it tedious, less interesting to play. Linearity, I don't think, is a specifically bad thing. God damn it. I wouldn't say Breath of the Wild is better because it's open world. I mean, let's be fair, as far as open world goes, the Zelda series was always kind of open world to begin with. And Breath of the Wild introduced a big problem the series hadn't had before of a world too big with not a lot going on. It was a fantastic looking world and was pretty neat and had some cool ideas. And I'm hopeful for Breath of the Wild 2 to really build on the base that Breath of the Wild had. There's something there. But I think Breath of the Wild ultimately just was missing something. I'd say Zelda was always pretty open world. Except for Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword wasn't open world. Right, that's blocked off, okay. Yes, Breath of the Wild is a good foundation, and I'm hopeful Nintendo will build on it. And for the love of God, bring back proper dungeons, because shrines are terrible. And the Divine Beasts were boring and repetitive. And I say this as somebody who did all of Breath of the Wild. I did all the shrines. All 120 shrines in the base game. All the shrines that were added for the Champion's Ballad. I did all 4 Divine Beasts. I did all of the, I did the extra one that was added in the DLC. For me, I think the best... Breath of the Wild was at its best when it was a little more interesting and had stuff going on. Like, Eventide Island, I think, was one of the best experiences in the game. You get to the island and all your equipment's taken away. And you have to survive on this island like that. And that was interesting. That was really cool. The Dark Forest, where you have to navigate your way by torchlight, was really cool. And the best dungeon was Hyrule Castle. Which, I think Hyrule Castle... it'd be difficult to replicate in more than one dungeon. But the cool thing about it was a dungeon you could navigate in almost any way. And it was really cool. The island was great, and it was way better than another shrine. Are we at the Statue of Liberty? Yes, we are. Alright, let's go say hi to Alexa. Not this way. Yeah, it really would have been. Like, not even in half, you could have cut it by more. They didn't need to be that many shrines. It was honestly excessive. I'm hopeful Breath of the Wild 2 will have more interesting instances like that. And either go back to the old dungeon design ideas, or incorporate old dungeon design ideas into the new style. And do more like Hyrule Castle. Because Hyrule Castle was one of the best parts of Breath of the Wild for me. I could do with a save point before this upcoming boss. There's an open door here. Okay, and there was another dick. There you are. But yeah, I'm hopeful Breath of the Wild 2 will expand on the first game. Nice. Nice. This platform is going to be awkward. Yeah, I think the industry is a little too focused on open world. And I think it has been for a while now. There's a fear of linearity. When linearity can offer some of the best and most focused experiences. And like I say, the big problem of open world, or that all open world always introduces, that so few developers have ever managed to deal with in a good way, is travel time. The way you have to get around the world map. And a lot of games just leave that as it is, and it's really boring. Like, Shadow of War was, gameplay-wise, an improvement over Shadow of Mordor. But the map was bigger, and there were multiple maps. And all you could really do was run around them. And it was kind of boring. Like, that idea was pretty boring. Just running across huge areas. Where am I actually going? Oh, there we go. Glad I found that save point before I came up here. I'm glad I was boring enough to try the stairs before jumping up the elevator shaft. Dick. Anyway. Nothing down there. You can't even see that there's a save point from down there. If I jump on that, will that take me further up? Or do I actually have to take the stairs here? I want to try this. Oh, there's a dude up there that got stuck. Did he fall down? No. Alright. Rise again. This isn't even the first guy that's gotten stuck in this session. There we go. Goodies. Okay, healing item is not bad. Alright, let's try this. This work? It will not. Ryu just immediately jumps off. What about in that direction, though? Nope. Honestly, that's kind of boring, because it looks like it keeps going. Alright, let's go. Okay. You know what? I'm just gonna take this and get the fuck out of here. I don't want to deal with you dicks. How many of those do we have now? 7. Is this 9, I think? Looks like 8. Hey, Muramasa has a shop on the Statue of Liberty. Convenient. Oh. I'm gonna grab one of these. Oh. 2 of those will be fine. What do you got? Cool. No, that was probably the way forward. I want to go back and check if there's something there. Well, God knows the best part of the Nintendo Direct wasn't anything Nintendo announced. What did I think was the best part of the Nintendo Direct? No More Heroes 3 was kind of interesting to see. Stubbs the Zombie. That was an interesting surprise. I've been after playing Stubbs the Zombie for years. I had a demo of it on the original Xbox, but was never able to get it. And by the time I was able to have my own money, Stubbs the Zombie was stupidly expensive. So I've never been able to play that. So that coming out on modern systems was a really interesting surprise. Splatoon 3 just looked like Splatoon 2. I honestly don't think there's any justification for a sequel there. Octopath Tactics, also a good one. I'm quite interested in that. If you're into multiplayer stuff and the way multiplayer can be quite repetitive and team-based games, Splatoon can be fun. But like I say, Splatoon 3 just looks like Splatoon 2.
The repugnant stench of the dragon lineage.
Yeah, Project Triangle Strategy looks pretty neat.
Lament of an ancient creature. That's death you smell.
You humans have the lifespan of flies. I have experienced things your feeble minds could never comprehend. The music of the spheres, echoing through the cosmos. You may call me Alexei.
I'm gonna call you bitch face.
One of the 4 greater beings and master of lightning.
Yeah, cool. Don't care. Okay, so that doesn't work. Uh-oh. That also doesn't work, so Ninpo's a no-go. But yeah, if you're into multiplayer stuff Splatoon's a fun, fairly original idea. It's a pretty simple design. The black face mask, the tight leather. The fact that it's sleeveless is pretty cool. But the detail on it with the buckles across the chest piece, implying that it's more than just a leather tank top, is pretty neat. The dick move, bitch face. You know what? Might as well restart this fight now. I'm still not entirely sure what Ninja Cinema is. Yeah, that started really poorly. Let me try that again. Mission 12. We haven't found the tonfas yet. Ah, the head plate. Eh. Okay, that was bullshit. There was no telegraphing that. Getting sick of him just grabbing me like that. Come on, almost there. How does that second one always get me?
Such is the fragility of evil.
Ryu Hayabusa, you will pay for your sin!
I'll see you in another game, Robert Atkin Downs. At least in original 2 we don't have to fight the Statue of Liberty. Ryu could be an interesting character choice. Be a lot of fun. Especially if they make use of more than just a sword. Hey, thanks for the host, Clem. You take care of yourself, buddy. Yeah, if they make use of more than just the sword for Ryu, like the staff, the claws, possibly the scythe. Oh, you made it to the end, did you? Nice. Give Clem a shout out. Alright. You take care of yourself, buddy, and we'll catch you tomorrow. I have no idea how that was a Master Ninja run. Alright, Venice. Chapter 5, the Aqua Capital. Elizabeth's whereabouts remain unknown, but her twisted plans continue to unfold as she unleashes the fearsome power of the demon statue. Wherever she goes, its power awakens one of the 4 greater fiends from his long slumber. The roar of the greater fiend Volf, ruler of storms, echoes through our beautiful city of canals, transforming a gothic castle into an evil fortress.
This bores me.
Yeah, I can see how if the humans have no chance of actually winning. Like, where's the sport?
So fragile, the lot of them. So weak. I cannot stand another minute of this tedium. You will find me a mighty adversary. You will bring before me an opponent worthy of I, Wolf, greater fiend and ruler of storms. Accomplish this, and you shall be made ruler of this land.
Good question, Seek. Actually, just walking down the street one day and a shit ton of werewolves just pour out of an alleyway in front of you. Like, what a weird way to just turn up. And now to continue my vacation. But yeah, Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2 Plus. I was playing it on Vita and it was pretty fun. But when I got to this level, the frame rate just became unplayable. God damn it. Better watch out for that guy on the floor there. Boy, I forgot this game has water combat. Okay. But since this is not an invisible wall and we can actually go in there, that means there might be something in the water. So we have to check. I'm glad to remove the oxygen meter from the first game. Yeah, to answer your question though, T, I think Volth probably has 4 arms entirely to distinguish him visually from a standard werewolf. I don't think there is anything down here. It's like, oh, great, a fiend, and it's just a werewolf. You're kind of boring. And if there's one thing Itagaki always strived for, it was to not be boring. And you know, I'm not sure we could ever accuse him of actually being boring. For all of his flaws. The good news is, though, I think we get the scythe in this level. And scythes are just some of my favourite weapons. They're incredibly dumb and super impractical, and you could never reliably use one as a weapon in real life. But I love them because they just look so cool. Anyway. There's progress. Is that progress? Ooh, the Kusarigama. You know what? I'm probably going to be able to upgrade that immediately if I just go back to Muramasa. Maybe the scythe is later. Oh. Oh, it's 10,000, damn it. Kusarigama's cool. But does that mean this isn't progress? I don't know, that looks like it could be progress. Yeah, just the visual spectacle of something like Kusarigama is really cool. Goodies, goodies. What do we got? What do we got? Not seeing anything. Okay, so this isn't progress. It's good to know. Alright, let's go. We'll get some karma so I can upgrade the new weapon. Oh, my depth perception was off there. Nice. Oh, that was a shadow then. It's one of the werewolf's foot. The werewolf's foot. That was a shadow, and I was like, what's going on with that shadow on the ground? Hello. Thank you. Okay, who threw something at me? It's rude. That's not how you treat a guest. And we're all good. I'll break these. You gonna drop karma for me? Anything? No? No. Hoping for some extra karma. It didn't need the camera to do that. Nice. Which way? Okay, does somebody in the chat want to pick which way we go, left or right? I will just be here. Doing my thing. Doing my chrono thing. Teak says left, let's go. Oh, Teak, I think you might have picked progress. Yeah, I finished Majora's Mask. I did it in 3 days. Finished it on Monday. Which, you know, is exactly what I was after. That was nice. Started Saturday, continued Sunday, finished Monday. Saturday was the start of the game to the end of Woodfall Temple. Sunday was beginning to climb the mountain to the Great Bay Temple. And Monday was the Great Bay Temple to the end of the game. I'm playing Final Fantasy with Clem, aren't I? And we've not been able to do it for the past 2 weeks. And I want to cancel it again. Yeah, it looks like you picked progress, Teak. It's a beginner's mistake. But yeah, we had the issue last week. Yeah, we didn't do Majora's Mask last week. We did Majora's Mask the week before, when Clem was busy on the Sunday anyway. We had the issue last week. With the internet. So we couldn't do Final Fantasy. So tomorrow I'd like to get back to Final Fantasy. Anniversary notwithstanding. Oh, these are new. I imagine there'll be plenty of Zelda going on tomorrow anyway. But I won't need to do it. Okay. You know, it'd be nice if you'd automatically switch to that in water. Yeah, I imagine you'll be able, if you want to see Zelda tomorrow, you'll be able to find plenty of people doing it. Honestly, the real thing we should be seeing tomorrow from Zelda is something from Nintendo. And it's a shame the only thing they've really seemed to have rolled out for is Skyward Sword HD. It was such a cool thing, like what we expected to have major announcements of a Zelda anniversary project, like the Mario anniversary stuff they've been doing. And the only thing you get is Age of Calamity DLC. Age of Calamity DLC. And Skyward Sword HD. Meanwhile, Mario's getting a new golf game, and also they specifically talk about Mario's anniversary with the stuff they're adding to Animal Crossing. This is terrible. For fuck's sake. Wow, way to just immediately kill any interest in this. I don't remember this from Sigma 2. Is this something they took out and replaced with something better? Like, look at how long this area is, and the fact that they keep up with you so easily. They wanted you to fight them like this, in the water. That was dumb. Dumb and poorly designed. You notice that the frame rate started to chug there? Great, I was hoping I was done with you things, now that we were dealing with werewolves. Yeah, I think I mentioned it on the Discord, I don't know if I mentioned it on the stream. Like, the way Nintendo seems to have basically just glossed over Zelda's 35th anniversary really doesn't make me hopeful for Metroid's 35th anniversary, which is in August. Game over, because, you know, I had to use all of my healing items on that one bullshit section where the game just didn't work properly. I love bad mechanics, don't you? Yeah, Metroid's 35th anniversary in August. And bearing in mind that Nintendo basically ignored the 30th anniversary, I have no hope for the 35th. Not if they're going to treat Zelda that way. Okay. I want to upgrade my Lunar Staff, but I keep having to spend money on items. Alright, let's go. Cool. Kidomaru's Notebook, March 16th. I fight, that is all I know, that is all I do. March 30th. Tonight my path lies behind me in front. To those at the front, fight and fight well. If this be your place to die, then die defending it. April 6th. A woman, hair of gold. April 9th. A warrior cannot live his life fighting battles of the mind. What is man? What is pride? Woman, hair of gold suggests Rachel. But I don't think Rachel actually appears in regular 2. She's playable in Sigma 2. Her level is in New York. Set after Ryu's already left. Basically doing cleanup. Well, that was fun. Are you going to do any Zelda at any point this week to celebrate, Teak? That's fair enough. Wonderful how they burnt through my health so fucking fast. Game is fucking irritating. Enjoying the stream? Why? It's going terribly. Hey, period of time. How you doing, buddy? Try this again. You eat that. Hanging in there? I'm glad you're doing that. Good to see you again, buddy. You haven't missed a huge amount of Ninja Gaiden 2. As you can see, we're only in Venice. And things ain't going great. Son of a bitch. Do you mind? Really? I hate these grab attacks. Alright. Get some. Alright, and last. Oh, I must have moved up there then. Alright. Oh! I have a Talisman of Rebirth. Why isn't it working? I just realised that we got the Talisman of Rebirth for doing the Test of Valor, and it hasn't been working. Did they change how these things work? It's an equipped iron, god damn it. The first game it just worked if you died. Thanks, video games. Why would I not want it equipped? I didn't pay for it, I had to win it in a test of valor. For it. I don't like these werewolves. Alright. What fresh bullshit we're gonna find here? Oh great, arrows. Finding a body with a fresh supply of arrows is always a harbinger of fun. Alright, let's keep going. Thank you. Needed that. Oh shit, I didn't hit that. Now, I've never been to Venice, but I don't think there's a big castle in the middle of it like that. Okay, don't pull out bullshit enemies to attack me while I'm doing this. Good. Is that as many as I need? I think I need one more. Yeah, I don't think that works. Okay, so what's the goal here? If this was a bonus, Hey, Sana. How you doing, buddy? So, God, if any more of those fucking snake things attack, I'm done. Oh, God damn it! This is a terrible design. I'm playing Ninja Gaiden 2 and beginning to regret many life decisions that led me to this point. This isn't a fun concept, and it's poorly handled. Is that it? I thought there was one more. I say I don't remember this from Sigma 2, so I'm going to assume this is something they removed. Which is a case of, you know what, good. It's awful. Yep. Yeah, what's going on? Alright. Cool. Okay. Fucking werewolves in Venice. Thank you, I'll take that. We should stop throwing things at us. Rude. Not so funny when I'm the one doing it, is it, bitch? Honestly, I don't think they're actually human. They're just eating people, they're not biting and turning anybody, and there's no suggestion that they were ever actually human. Rather than just fiends. Alright, this looks like an arena. Well, if they were never human and they were just fiends, then their existence predates the concept of America. At which point they would not be American. Oh, shit. Well, their lives are, they were just recently released and started murdering everybody in this city. Prior to that, they were kept sealed away. Well, like I say, prior to that, they were kept sealed away, and they're only out now because Elizabeth stole the demon statue, and has used it to free all the fiends. Have to work on that. We headed into the sewers again. We did recently pick this up though, which you might be interested in, Sana. Which, you know, is great for tight quarters. That's right, Kusarigama. I'm looking forward to when I pick up the scythe, because I know this game has a scythe. Partly because I've done Sigma 2 before, which is enhanced version of this, and partly because Ryu's holding a scythe on the box. Oh. So as I said earlier, scythes are incredibly impractical as weapons, but I love them and think they're really cool. You know what, I should probably hold off and upgrade one of these two to level 3. Yeah. Yeah, I love scythes conceptually. Empire Destroyer. That sounds pretty neat. Claws are also impractical, you are right, especially with the size of them. Yeah, no, there's just something about scythes. And you don't see them as often. Fucking jumping distance there is bullshit. pretty good. It's a pretty good name. Pretty good name. Not gonna lie. Well, the scythe is also really dumb in it's the stylings of a staff, probably longer, but you can't wield it in the same way because the balance is thrown off by the weight of a blade on one end. It's the same thing as like the double-bladed sword. It's cool, but it is incredibly impractical. Don't get me wrong, the double-bladed sword is still really fucking cool though. There you go. Is there anything over here? Do you mind? To be fair, dual-wielding swords also is impractical in some ways. When it comes down to it, the most practical weapons in Ryu's arsenal are probably his standard sword, the dragon sword, and the lunar staff. Yeah, the Tideclaw and Dragon's Fang don't look like two different sized blades, though. They look like one of them you'd expect to be shorter for them to be more reasonable to wield, but the length of them says impractical. Staff could be. It's all about how they're wielded. Both the basic sword and the standard staff have a versatility that more complicated weapons lack. Reach and area control, yes. Of course, the downside of the staff in this is that it doesn't cut. Which can be a problem. It's a bludgeoning weapon, it doesn't cut. And when you're up against monsters like this, you need that. Eh. Been a long time since I've done Sigma 2, so we'll see how well the scythe does when I get that. Thank you. After the last one of these only gave me a Talisman of Rebirth, I don't want to do it again. I was expecting each one of them to reward me with a cool, unique item or something. Or like something really valuable. Neat. How come you stopped doing that on stream, Simon? Challenge is the reward. It's fun, but the problem is when I come out of it, I have less health items. If I can access them separately as just a fun trial, then yes. Yeah, that's fair enough then. Are you gonna get back to streaming with Phantom Pain? Or are you done with it? You weren't planning to do Phantom Pain? Yeah, if I could access the check the test of valor from like the menu or something, totally be into that. Having to do it in the middle of the story and anything I use in there being taken away kind of makes it less appealing to me. No, I don't actually, period. Possibly just have to delete the save file. Some games are stupid like that. But it's been a long time since I've touched Phantom Pain. I finished it and never wanted to play it again. It resyncs. You could try disabling the resync depending on which console you're on. It's more awkward with Xbox than it is PS4. Yeah, it's more awkward with Xbox than it is PS4, because I had the same issue trying to start a new game of Castlevania Lord of Shadow last year. Let's see what I can get. Oh, okay. It's deleting your save data doesn't help because when you start the game up, it syncs with Konami's servers. That looks like some bullshit, actually. Like I say, looking into it just then says that it isn't actually going to do much, because when you start the game up, it'll resync with Konami's servers, and just put your save data back. There's also the thing of Devil May Cry 4 and 5 don't let you start new games without deleting the save data. Sonic Generations wouldn't let you start a new game without deleting save data. So what was your issue with streaming in general, Sina? Honestly, Phantom Pain just has a bunch of caveats for the sake of its online mode, which I absolutely hate. I hate dealing with the online, and whenever you lose connection, you lose access to a lot of the money you have, because a lot of it is just held in the online mode, regardless of whether you play it or not. So I had a couple of times where I lost connection to the servers, to the internet, on my PS4, and all of a sudden my base is in the red, and there's a possibility of people just leaving. And it's like, oh, fucking thanks, Konami. What a great feature. You know, thinking about it, you might be able to make a new account. Like, you could... You're playing on Xbox, you make a new account. If you've got it on disc, still play that way. If you've got it digital, I'm not sure if you can play other people's games on... the same system. So I was thinking about that and the possibility of me ever doing Phantom Pain, and I'd probably end up having to use my US account for it on PS4. Yeah, that's fair enough, Sana. Kind of person that will restart a mission if something goes wrong. It's boring to watch. A lot of people watch speedrunners, and speedrunners will reset at the slightest issue. So I think people have a tolerance for that kind of thing. I don't often reset. I've reset a couple of times if something's going really bad, but I don't often reset. Or if I'm not happy with how something started. Done that in a couple of boss fights. And I've just been like, you know what, kill me. We'll restart this. Yeah. There's always someone willing to watch everything, Sana. And at the end of the day, the point with streaming that I take away is... It's your stream, do it your way. Some people will watch, some people won't. Yeah, period's right. A perfectionist run of Metal Gear Solid missions, probably be down for that on YouTube. Look at how many people upload stuff like Dante Must Die No Damage runs. Ah, I forgot about this area. So the fish were definitely not here in Sigma 2. Shit. That's fair enough, Sana. I don't find it a huge deal for myself because, for me, a lot of the time, streaming is motivation to play these games. Hey, Ninja's still here. Well, everybody has to have their different sentiment. You could decide to only play games that you've done before. Entirely reasonable. Just keep giving me those, I don't care. Where am I going? Yeah, people prefer perfection rather than repeated failure. The only real exception to that idea tends to be Dark Souls. It seems like there's a big crowd for watching people fail on Dark Souls as they learn. Nah, that's impressive. A big issue with ever considering getting the big boss rank is the limitations on rations, and it's like... Managing to actually attain big boss rank is impressive. Did I come from this way? Yep. Yeah, that's not gonna happen with me. It feels like a stupid restriction to only be allowed to heal once. It's something I didn't like about Resident Evil 3 when I found out that, like, Resident Evil 1, the conditions for getting the A rank depend on time and how many times you save. Resident Evil 2, it's times how many times you've saved and how many times you use the first aid spray. In Resident Evil 3, for some reason, they increased it, so it's time, saves, and how many times you just heal. Like how much damage you heal throughout the game, and that's dumb. The soul gun, I think, is a tie-in with Boktai. Somebody was talking about Boktai on the stream recently, suggesting it to me, and I don't remember who it was. I mean, you couldn't possibly get the gun for connecting Boktai to your PS4 because it was a GBA game. Although I have heard the solar gun's pretty good against Vamp. I'm sure I heard that. Yeah, which would really make the gun itself a Boktai reference. That was fucking helpful, wasn't it? Out of the water. I've only ever finished MGS4 once. The game's too long for its own good. No, they just brought back the ghost skeleton fish from the first game. Like I say, this is one of the differences I do remember about Sigma 2. Sigma 2 doesn't have the ghost fish. Non-lethal in the BB core. That's probably something I'll do on my next playthrough, when I do it for the stream. I want to do Twin Snakes again soon. I did it for the stream, I think last year or late 2019. That's understandable. Fucking... whatever her name is, Wolf? Crying Wolf? Crying Wolf is just a pain to deal with. And then Screaming Mantis can fuck off. But yeah, back when I did Twin Snakes on stream, I had the issue of I didn't know how to deal with the tank non-lethally. Turns out, just throw stun grenades instead of regular grenades and you can do it. And since I always play MGS1 as non-lethally as possible, with the exception of bosses, which means everybody that I don't have to kill, I don't kill. I feel like actually doing a proper non-lethal run in MGS Twin Snakes would be a good idea. I don't know where I'm going and dealing with these fucking fish is irritating me. That makes it more reasonable. Dealing with Raging even non-lethally like that would be a pain. You see, in here we see the trick, in that the cave full of the fish, isn't actually full of the fish. These are just background elements that move with you. Don't worry, Ninja, when I do it, I'll do it in your name. And on the damn stairs with you. Over there. I think before I want to go back to the Metal Gear series, I want to do Snatcher and Police Notes. Like, I have my problems with Kojima these days for a bunch of reasons, especially as a writer. I'd like to go back to when he was actually a competent writer. Or back when he had somebody to edit his work, I guess. So, Snatcher, Police Notes, and Zone of the Enders. What is that? You could have put that in a better place. Somewhere more obvious. Swear to God, if we're going to fight with these fish around, then I'm done. This fight seems like a bad idea. It's also, I think, been a while since a save point. Get out of the bloody water. Well, MGS 1 and 2 are really just a case of PC ports already existed for them. It's just that Konami has put them on modern digital stores. I've heard the PC port of 2 isn't that good. Yeah, I think it does that period. It did that with the Alexei fight, but it creates the irritating issue of if I want to quit this because I'm frustrated, I can't, because it means we'll have to go through all that shit again. This is a bad fight. Yeah, as far as I'm aware, like, 1's PC version already existed, 2's PC port already existed, and Konami put something else out. Silent Hill 4. Silent Hill 4's PC port already existed. They just put them on certain modern digital stores, put them on GOG, and let GOG do the GOG things. But they're not updated versions of it or anything. They're just the old PC versions made to run on modern systems. So I wouldn't expect 3, 4 or Peace Walker to ever come out on PC. What you could reasonably hope for is maybe Konami will turn around and say, hey, we released Silent Hill 2 on PC at some point. Let's put that on digital stores. And then you'd have an easy way to buy it, and then you could grab the Silent Hill Enhanced Edition mod for it that makes it one of the best versions, and it'd be really cool. Or, you know, you could just not do that. You could just get Silent Hill 2 however you want, because Konami doesn't sell it now. Just like, get it however you want, because Konami doesn't sell it now, and then just apply the Enhanced Edition fan patch on there, and then stream it. Anybody who streams from PC is just a suggestion if you guys want to do Silent Hill 2, which you know is a good game. Oh, that was fucking helpful. Yeah, it's not doing it fast enough though, and I can't reliably get the headshots because for some reason I can't aim upwards while I'm doing that. So unless its head's right in front of me, I can't really pull that off. Honestly, I can totally see why this was taken out of Sigma 2. It does, it only shoots while we're in water. But yeah, hey Simon, how about you doing some Silent Hill 2? How about you do Silent Hill 2, Sana? It's weird that considering this is a game with so much focus on its fast-paced melee combat, that this is the second boss I've had to take out like that. Not Master Ninja, it was a terrible level. Alright, thanks for joining us, period. I think we're probably about done today anyway. We're coming up to 3 hours and I am not in the mood to play more of this. Zanny, you saw me play it like 4 months ago. You were there for that. That was the first time I played that in a while, actually. It was good. It was good to go through again. Been a long time. Now I'm thinking of doing Silent Hill 4 this year for Halloween. I need to work out that list of Halloween stuff. I want to make a point, I'm not particularly good at Scottish accents. Alright. Alright. Jesus Christ, he's tiny! I've had bigger chunks of corn in my crap! Wait a minute, he kinda looks like a baby! Come here, I'm gonna eat you! I'm bigger than you, I'm higher on the food chain! Get in my belly! There you go. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I think we're gonna not do this stage today, because I am not in the mood to play more of this. This session has been pretty bullshit. Mm. Yeah, I need to work up a proper list of Halloween stuff. For that, I need to work out a list of Star Wars month stuff. We are coming up to Star Wars month soon. Still like 2 months away. I'm thinking Jedi Outcast and the original Battlefront 2's campaign. There was another game I put down, I can't remember it. Possibly Bounty Hunter as well. See how that goes. I don't know yet, I'm undecided. Unless I end up deciding not to do Star Wars month this year. Because there was always the idea of like Star Wars month or anime. Teak, I do not have a Kinect. For one, my room is not big enough for me to use a Kinect, because that thing has a stupid range. What's that? You're 6 feet away from the Kinect? That's not good enough, I'm going to need to take 3 steps back. Yeah, there was the thought of like Star Wars month or a month of anime games. When I see me do the hand solo dance. We do the shoulder. Yeah, a month of anime games, which I was going to call anime. But the issue with that is it would have to be on the month of Star Wars games. Because May is the Star Wars month. I don't know, I might go with anime this year instead of Star Wars month. I've got a bunch of anime games I can do. Bleach, Soul Resurrection. I've got Afro Samurai there. Actually, now that I look at my shelf. Various Dragon Ball games. I feel like a good idea with that would be to restrict it to 1 game per franchise. I could do Sailor Moon. I'm really not into Sailor Moon, but I could do Sailor Moon. And whenever anybody brings up Sailor Moon as like the best shoujo anime, I'm always like, dude, Cardcaptor Sakura. Which, let me check if there is actually a Cardcaptor Sakura game. None of them released outside Japan. Game Boy Color, PlayStation, WonderSwan, Dreamcast. PlayStation, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, PS2. Yeah, it seems like there's 10 Cardcaptor Sakura games, none of them are in English, and as far as I'm aware, I don't think I've ever seen any fan translations for them. But if we keep it to 1 game per franchise, I think that could really work. As opposed to just end up doing like a bunch of Dragon Ball games. I could do a Berserk game, but the issue with Berserk is I could do Sword of the Berserk Guts' Rage on Dreamcast, which isn't long. I wasn't into that PS2 Berserk game, so it would either be Sword of the Berserk Guts' Rage or Berserk and the Band of the Hawk for PS4. And that game is really long, and it's also no way to experience the Berserk story. Whereas Sword of the Berserk Guts' Rage is an original story in the Berserk world that fits between chapters. What do I got? Yu Hakusho the Dark Tournament. Bleach Soul Resurrection. Essentially, point if you're after a pretty decent tactical RPG, check out Bleach Third Phantom for the DS. It's pretty decent. I could do Xenoverse 2 for Dragon Ball. Since my Switch has the 40-ton weights unlocked, that would clear up the entire issue of grinding. Yeah, maybe I'll do anime this year instead of Star Wars month. Anime. That could be fun. Do I have any anime games on Xbox? Starting to think that I don't. Forgot I got the Outer Worlds off Game Pass. I should play that soon. Oh, do I really not? Huh. I don't have any anime-based games on Xbox. I'm surprised. On 360, I have Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2 and the Budokai HD collection. But if I was going to do Budokai 3, I'd do the PS2 version because it has the original soundtrack that was in there, which I prefer. But at this point, we're just rambling. Yeah, I think maybe anime. I'll have to consider it. Work up a list. One game per franchise. I have the Ninja Storms, the Ultimate Ninja Storm games. Like, if you're gonna play Naruto, Ultimate Ninja Storm is the best way to go. I played Ultimate Ninja Storm 2 before I was actually into Naruto, and it's really good. Like, just as a game, it was like one of the best anime games I'd ever played, and I wasn't even into Naruto at that point. Like, you can pick up Ultimate Ninja Storm Legacy on PS4 or Xbox One. Usually goes pretty cheap now. It's Ultimate Ninja Storm 1, 2, 3 Full Burst, and 4 with all of its DLCs. The Road to Boruto edition, so it should have all the DLC. And like that's a comprehensive look through like the entire Naruto story in video game form, and it's awesomely done. It's really good. The concern with doing an Ultimate Ninja Storm game is it'll take a while. Well, we could do it. Work things out. Anybody have any anime games they'd want to, or any anime series they want to suggest while we're here? Ghost in the Shell, actually, that would be an interesting idea. Did that Cowboy Bebop game get a fan translation? I'm gonna guess not. Hmm. Let's see how much of that I could play in Japanese. Anyway, just rambling at this point. Yeah, we're gonna call it. I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. I always really appreciate the support. Big special thank you to everybody in the chat. Teak, Clem, Ninja, Signer, Lino, Period, Michael, and EXE. I think that was everybody who popped in today. See, probably, yeah. Yeah, looks like everybody. Thank you for keeping company, guys. Chat is always the best part of the stream. We're back tomorrow, 8 PM Great Mean Time GMT, with the return of Final Fantasy VII, hopefully, if nothing goes wrong. Which, of course, it did last week, which is why we didn't do it last week. The internet just wasn't playing nice. So yeah, tomorrow, Final Fantasy VII, beginning Disc 2. Monday, we should be starting Yakuza for the PS2. So if anybody wants to look forward to that, should be fun. And Tuesday, I need to do off-screen grinding for Final Fantasy 15. For Final Fantasy 13. So if I've done that, we'll continue 13. If I haven't, we'll play a game as filler. We'll play something else as filler. And knowing what I'm like, we're probably going to end up playing something else as filler. Might do Max Payne. I don't fucking know. Yeah. Anyway. Since I think the only people who are still in here are regulars who know each other, there's probably no point in doing the shout out since you all know each other anyway. So that's really it. Once again, I want to thank everybody for joining the stream. Big special thank you to everybody in the chat. Chat is always the best part of the stream. Back tomorrow, 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time GMT with Final Fantasy VII. If you're on Clem's time, that is 3 PM Eastern Standard. Monday, Yakuza should begin. That'll be 8 PM Greenwich Mean Time GMT. And Tuesday will either be Final Fantasy 13, or if I haven't done enough grinding, which I'm probably not going to have done, honestly, it'll be something else as filler. Yes. If I'm not doing Star Wars month this year, I might do a Star Wars game as filler. That could be fun, actually. Let me check the dates. Anyway, that's going to do it. So once again, thank you to everybody for watching. And everybody in chat for keeping me company. Always really appreciate it. It's the best part of the stream. Is there any... There's no sound going on from the game. I did not realize that. Huh. Yeah, in the meantime, thank you all for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic time of day, and take care. We'll catch you next time, guys. Bye.